Hello students, welcome back into the another session of CS07 data structure using C language. As all of you know that we are discussing about section number 2 of unit number 1, that is advanced C and introduction to data structure, and we have reached up to the dynamic allocation and deallocation memory function. So in programming in C, it provides three basic types of function, which is called as dynamic memory allocation and deallocation function. These are malloc, calloc, realloc, and next one is free. Now all these four functions have similar type of syntax. First we'll discuss about the syntax, then we'll go for the theory. Syntax is very simple. Into the bracket we have to pass the size as a parametric value, and for free we have to pass the reference as a parametric value. So these are the syntactical part of malloc, calloc, realloc and free. First we will discuss about these three called malloc, calloc and free alloc. Malloc, calloc and realloc. Then we'll go for free. So what is the purpose of malloc? We can say that malloc is a dynamic memory allocation function which dynamically allocate single block of memory for the entire process. That is the functionality of function called malloc. Next is calloc. So we can write that calloc is an dynamic memory allocation function which dynamically allocate dedicated block of memory for the entire process. So this is the difference between malloc and calloc. Here instead of process we can use the word called storage also. What is the purpose of realloc? Reallocate is the function which realloc is a dynamic memory allocation function which dynamically allocates new space without freeing the occupied resources by malloc or calloc. So realloc is actually the reallocation of the memory without freeing the resources which is been occupied by malloc or calloc. What is the functionality of free? Free function is used to release the occupied memory by the malloc or alloc function. Free function is used to release the occupied memory which has been done by malloc or calloc function. So this is the functionality of malloc, calloc, realloc and free function. Next is dangling of pointer problem. This is little bit new for all of us. Let me write the word first, dangling of pointer. Now first of all, dangling of pointer arises whenever the dynamic allocation of the memory is done by the pointer. Again I am repeating my words. Dangling of pointer arises when dynamic memory allocation is done by pointer itself. Now how can we identify that this is the dangling of pointer? So for example, suppose pointer 1 points to the variable 1. Same like that, pointer 2 points to the variable 2, and pointer 3 points to the variable number 3. Now suppose developer has deleted this variable, but they have not deleted the reference of that particular particular pointer. At that particular time, the problem arises is called as dangling of pointer. Let me show you in terms of logical line. Suppose I am writing void main, into the bracket there are three variables like integer a, comma b, comma c, pointer p, pointer q, pointer r. P is equals to a, means pointer first pointer points to the address of a, second pointer points to the address of b, and third pointer points to the address of c. Now developer has deleted pointer number 3, variable number 3, but they are forgot to remove this reference. So at that particular time the problem arises is called as dangling of pointer, as pointer is pointing to the variable but that variable is deleted from the entire logic. That is called as dangling of pointer, or we can say dangling pointer problem. Next is structure. What does a structure means? Actually there are two or three very important concepts are there. First is array, then UDF, then pointer, and in between that there is a structure. So we have learned that how to use pointer with array in our previous lecture, how to use pointer with UDF. Now we'll learn that how to use pointer with structure. Structure is already discussed into the semester number 1 in programming in C, but still we'll revise it as this is the part of semester number 2 subject also. So what is the definition of structure? Structure is a group of elements with same name and different data type. Again I am repeating my words. Structure is a group of elements with same name and different data type. To declare structure in C, keyword is used called struct. Structure should be declared before the void main statement. That means using the keyword called struct, give the name of structure, then into the opening and closing bracket declare the variety of data types. Suppose I am declaring integer roll number, character name 20, just put a semicolon over here, it's a part of syntax, then write down the void main statement. So this is the place where the structure can be declared. So let's see it practically, so it would be very convenient and easy to understand. So for that I am opening the Turbo C editor and first I am giving the definition of program which we want to do. Write a program to demonstrate the use of structure. The first line of code that I have to mention is include stdio .h hash include console input output .h void main opening and closing bracket, and before this void main statement here I am declaring a one structure called student. This structure contains the two member called roll number and second name with closing bracket and semicolon. I am redeclaring this particular structure as a S1 which can be accessed inside the void main statement. So in void main statement first I am giving the message enter your roll number scanf %d ampersand S1 reference to roll number. So this is the operator which we have to use while we are using structure inside the C. Then again printf enter your name semicolon scanf %d and person S1 name. So this four logical line of code will read roll number and name from the user. Now we are going to print the same thing onto the screen, so that's why I am writing printf your roll number is %d comma S1 reference to the roll number. Printf /n on next line printf your name is %c S1 reference to the name and last is get ch. Let's first save this particular code and let's compile. Pointer to structure required on left side. What's wrong? Okay. Sorry, this symbol is wrong. Dot is used as we have not introduce pointer in this, so reference is not there, dot must be used. So replace this reference with dot. Save it and let's check. Okay, so now there are no syntactical errors. Compile and then run the code. It will ask for the roll number. Say for example I am giving 12 and then I am giving the name. So what it prints, your roll number is 12 and your name is something is missing. Instead of this C we have to go for S, as this is a string. So let's try again. Let me put CLRS over here. Well, and MVM. 12 is printing, MVM is not printing. Why? Let's see. Because here I have used %d, should be %s. Let's run and enter MVM. So 12 and MVM is onto the screen. Now let's see this particular program over the notepad for better visibility. So for that I am opening my computer, C drive, Turbo C, disk, Turbo C3, bin, and the name of my program is test. So let's open this test. No, this is wrong. Test 1 I think. Yes, this is the program. Write down the definition first. Write a program to demonstrate the use of structure. Then what I have done, I have declared the two library functions. Then there is a structure declaration called student, contains the two member, roll number and name, and I have redeclared this structure as a S1, through which I can access the structure in void main statement. Now inside the void main statement there is a CLR function, and the message is enter your roll number, scanf %d ampersand s1 dot roll number, then printf enter your name, scanf %s and %s1 dot name. That means it will read and store roll number in first variable and name into the second variable of declared structure called student. Now I am printing the values of structure over the screen by these three logical lines. The first one is your roll number is %d s1 dot roll number, and on new line printf your name is %s, as we are storing the string s1 dot name. So whenever we execute this program, it works like this. First there is a message, enter your roll number. Say for example I am giving 12, enter your name, say for example MVM. This is the input. Then what will be the output? Your roll number is 12, your name is MVM. So note down this particular program for future use. Fine, let's go ahead. Next program is we are going to introduce pointer in this structure. So let's make a little bit change into the definition. Write a program to demonstrate the use of structure with pointer. So this might be the definition. Then declare this particular structure as a pointer structure. So what I have done, before S1 I have just kept an asterisk symbol, which is the symbol to declare the pointer variable. Now after that, here I am using a reference instead of this dot operator into the to scanf statement. Same change we have to do in printf statement also. So let's change or replace dot with reference symbol. Now just compile the code. There are no syntactical error. Execute it. Give the number and name. So that number and name is printed through pointer onto the screen. So we can say that we have declared structure with basic pointer. Now let's see this particular program in Notepad for better visibility. Note down this particular program for future use. Definition would be write a program to demonstrate the use of structure with pointer. Then there is a declaration of two library statement with structure called student, and inside the opening and closing bracket I have declared the structure dummy variable as a pointer. Then inside the void main statement I have replaced the dot of previous program with this reference symbol. This is only the change that I have done in current program compared to the previous program. I hope you have noted down this particular program. Let's go ahead. Next is enumerated constant and union. First we'll discuss about union, as the concept called structure and union comes together. So first we'll discuss about union and then we'll go for enumerated constant. What is the definition of union? The definition of union is same like a structure. That means union is a group of elements with same name and different type. Again I am repeating my words. Union is a group of element with same name and different type. That is called as union. This definition is similar like a definition of structure. So there would be a confusion, then what will be the difference between structure and union? The difference is internal. One visible difference is also there. A visible difference between these two is keyword. For declaring the structure, keyword is struct, and for declaring the union, keyword is union itself. And second one is the internal difference. Structure creates single block for storing variety of data types, while union creates separate block for storing variety of data types. So this is the difference. Structure creates a single block for storing the variety of data type, while union creates a separate block for each and every data type which has been declared inside the union. So let's see how can we use union practically into the program. Simple. First, replace the struct keyword with union. Here I am using a simple union, so let's remove this pointer. Let's change the definition from previous one to write a program to demonstrate the use of union. Then remove this reference as we have removed the pointer, replace it with dot. At all necessary places, save it and execute the program. As there are no syntactical error, run the code, give the value like 14 and Rajkot. So Rajkot is printed, why 14 is not printed? So roll number correct. Okay, got it. Here we have to give the two dummy dummy names S1 and S2. S1 access roll number and S2 access the name. Same like that over here. Let's check. 15 and Rajkot. So 15 and Rajkot is over there. As I have instructed you, union assigns the separate block for the separate variables which we have declared inside the union. So S1 access roll number and S2 access the name, and as for that here I have changed the S1 and S2. Now let's see this particular program in Notepad for better visibility. There it is. After the library function there is a keyword called union, then the name of union is student, opening and closing bracket. Two data types I have taken, integer and character. Integer for roll number and character is for name. Then S1 access roll number, S2 access name. Then inside the void main statement, first I am taking the inputted value of roll number from user using S1 dot roll number. Then I am taking the value of name using S2 dot name. After storing the values in relevant variables, this printf statement prints the value of roll number onto the screen, and on new line it prints the name of student onto the screen using S2 dot name. And lastly, this program gets over. Note down this particular program for future use. Now in our next lecture, we will go for enumerated constant, which end up the unit number 1 as per the syllabus, and then we'll start with unit number 2, which is very important for sorting and searching. Thank you very much students for listening me, and have a nice day.